wanted to be what they call a nigga, man. They wanted to be out there in the dark, man, in the darkness. You know, being like a heathen. You know, and it happens, man. And the reason I could say that is because you get tempted, man. The manifold of temptations, it falls upon you, man. In your mind, like we bring out videos, man. Brothers bring out videos telling you that the mind is wicked above all things. Who can know it, man? So the mind is always constantly working, man. It's working against the spirit, trying to get you to go off, man. Puts ideas in your minds, oh, do this and do that. See? So we can say that because the Lord said that we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. Right here. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 6. We are of the Most High, right? Because we continue in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. The brothers, the Akim, man. All right. It says, we are the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us, right? So, because not everybody's going to hear the message. Not everybody's going to hear the sayings or the breakdowns of the parables, the dark sayings, man, the arcane knowledge that's in this book. Because this book is not an easy book to understand, man. They can understand all that other poetry and all that BS that's put out, but when it comes to the Bible, their mind is quickly closed up, man. That so-called that light bulb that pops up in their mind is shut down because the Lord ain't working on your time or whenever you decide to want to learn. It takes the Lord to turn that light switch on and to leave it on for you to understand what we're talking about in these scriptures, man, and to accept the truth, because not everybody can accept the truth, man. This world has been built upon lies, and that's been engraved or in a lot of you people, man, is to accept and to live by lies, man. All right. It says, we are the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. So we know good and evil. All right. That's how, brothers, we can relate, and we understand, man. We understand a lot of things, man. You know, we understand what you people are thinking and talking about, how y'all feel and things of that nature. But that's not what matters. You got to get out of that emotional state and stay on the path of righteousness, man. Keep your eyes single, man. Because if not, the Lord's gonna come, like He says in Revelation. He's gonna put that candlelight out, and that's what I'm talking about. But that light switch, the Lord has to turn that light switch on for you people to gravitate to understand these scriptures and these sayings, man. To understand that this place is gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Because a lot of people don't believe in that. They may think it's gonna be destroyed with the sun, or a big freeze is gonna go over the earth, or just one day the earth is just gonna detonate itself. You know. Or there's people that just don't believe it at all. They think that this earth is going to continue and it's just a phase. It's just you know, just like going back to the Aztec calendar, the Mayan calendar, that it was just a cycle of an end of an age. It's right, partially, but destruction's coming, man. All right? And it's not going to continue in the wickedness and the path that has been going on since it was at the time of Adam and Eve, man, where it was sown in his heart, man. Because from that time on, it continued unto this very day, man. That wicked, that evil heart. Let's see if I can find it. I believe it's in Wisdom of Solomon or Second Esdras. Right here. Second Esdras, chapter 4, verse 30. For the grain of evil seed had been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness hath they brought up unto this time, and how much shall it bring forth unto the time of threshing come? Right, so that's how a lot of you people have been. Y'all are 2/3 and things of that nature. The nation of Israel, the bad part. Y'all are still in that same condition, man. You know, and we all are still. You know that we're still in these bodies. These bodies are vile. like Paul said, who's going to save me from these chains of darkness, man? And that our vile body is going to be changed in the twinkling of a light. So we're still abiding in corruption. But at least the elect are going to be the ones that are going to hear the truth, man. They're going to accept it, whether it be a small or great matter, man. All right, whether it be a small or great matter, and we're going to teach it too, man. You know, this is Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Right, so the Lord, he didn't come into the scene to destroy the law and things of that. You know, you people, y'all are being real like deceivers, man. Like snakes, man, vipers, man, wicked. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, to all be fulfilled. All right. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Right. So we're not ignorant in a small or great matter, man. That's how we know the spirit of error and the spirit of truth. Okay. On the flip side of that, the majority of the masses, they don't have that ability, man. You know, that's why the Lord sends out men to teach, man, to exhort, to rebuke, to admonish, whether you like it or not, man. You know, because we know how the society gets down. They like to know that, well, what's that man's credentials? Does he have a certificate? You know, does he have a permit? Does he have a labeled name? How many followers does he have? You know, the Lord don't care about that, nor do we, man, because we have that understanding. That's the flip side of us and them, man. You know, and it don't matter, man. It don't matter. The Lord deals with small numbers, man. The Lord can do away with a lot of brothers that are under GMS, and then just bring a whole double that amount into the fold, man. The Lord works, man. The Lord does a thing, but people look at it and be like, oh, talking shit, GMS is falling apart, da-da-da, all this dirt's coming out GMS, da-da-da. The brothers are in GMS are wicked and they're brainwashed and all that. Oh, man. No, you've been brainwashed, man. The devil came up on you and took you, man. All right? But we're going to know the small and the great things, man. All right? Let me go ahead and find that one. It's just crazy, man, how... But it shows you how quick it can happen, man. It shows you how quick Satan can come in and get you. And one day you wake up and you're hating, you know. You're hating the elders. You're hating the truth, things of that nature, man. This is Sirach chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Right, so the Lord has revealed things to us that not everybody has the... not everybody is blessed, like I read earlier, man. You know? Because those that are blessed are going to receive eternal life, man. They're going to be taken away from the sad perils that are going to come, because we're in the midst of them right now, man. This is just a small right now it's just like at a small scale of what's about to really come, man. What's really about to come, man, it's going to be chaotic out here, man. You ain't going to be able to trust nobody, man. That's why the Lord's preparing us now, not to be trusting nobody, not to be trusting no females, not to trust in your children. You know, the only thing you can trust in is in the Lord, man, these scriptures. And right now, you're supposed to be gathering all this information, all these breakdowns, to know that in the future, to guide you, man. to know how to discern spirits. You know, because not everybody is a friend, not everybody's a brother. So you gotta watch yourself, man. You gotta look out. And the Lord will reveal certain things to you, man, in dreams, or he just might show you one day that this person was being cool with you, but he's not right. You know, something might come out, and you're you see that person for what it really is, man. That's why the Lord said, never trust thy enemy, man. You know, don't be simple, man. But the Lord's saying that we're blessed, man. We're blessed that we were given this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. And every time I come out here, this damn fly fucking with me. All right. Right. So we're gonna teach the small and the great things of the scriptures, man. You know, we ain't gonna leave one thing. We're not gonna leave one stone unturned, man. We're gonna turn over every stone, man. We're gonna look at it and examine what's going on, man. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to examine ourselves. We can't just be examining people. You know, that's what happened with these guys, man. Is that, you know, they expect everybody to be perfect in GMS, so the elders have to be perfect. And if one thing happens, or they go off on one thing, or you know, something comes up, that takes away the whole respect for them and their beliefs. You know, things happen, man. There's a guy here in my city that heard the truth. He's the same way, man. You know, he's the same exact way. And he's not in the truth. I mean, he heard it, but he's the same way, man. And I understand that spirit. That spirit is because at the end of the day, he don't like the fact that the Lord has set me up to come out in the highways and the hedges and to preach His word. That he may think he's better or whatever, man. You know? But now he's bugged out. You know? He's insane, man, like the elder said. And when I was talking to him, and man, that's what kept going through my mind. I was like, damn, man, these demons fucked him up. Really, the Lord jacked him up, man. He never, what I was hearing come out of his mouth, he wasn't being disrespectful to me or to the truth, but he had been on his own time. I could just tell by the way he was saying certain things, how he would question the Lord. But he was never being disrespectful in my presence. But I saw that the Lord jacked his ass up, man. But he's in that same spirit. One day he just was like, no, you know, who's this guy that's supposed to be telling us that the Bible is this, it means this and it means that. But yet I know him. I know how he is. You know, and they were bringing out stuff on me here in my city. You know, my old man that I used to be, they were doing that same stuff to me that they did to Yahweh Shai and when he was on the earth, man. So I know that spirit, man. And that's the spirit that those guys that are falling out from you other brothers' camps, is really at the end of the day, man, they're just haters, man. They hate that we're coming out here bold and continuously being strong when they're becoming weak, man. You know? And it's like that the elder said that doing that guy that fell out over there in what was he at in the San Francisco camp or the Bay Area camp, that he saw that the man, you could see in his face that he looks weak, man. He looks like he's lost it. You know? He's lost hope. But at the end of the day, it's because they hated the truth, man. They despised those that were the Most High. Let me get this other one. It's in Timothy's. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Right, and that's what it is, man. They have those all that I just mentioned, that those guys that have that, man. All those different demons came on them, and they all came with those different attributes that I'm reading right now, man. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false, and then without natural affection is that they didn't come into this thing sincerely, man. Like the elders say, the brothers say that they came in here because They wanted to be seen. They wanted to receive some type of gratitude, whatever. But they didn't come because they wanted to help their people. They wanted to educate their people. They wanted to help the Lord, man. They wanted to be a servant. See, and in my mind frame, it's hard for me to understand because it was just in me to know that I had to serve the Lord and the Lord's people. See? But for me to understand, some things I don't understand. Like I said, we know in part, but that these guys come in for vainglory, man. And at the end of the day, that's what it really is. A lot of guys, it's like in the world, there's people in the world, they're out here for vainglory. You know? They like being seen, they like to be admired, they like to receive all the handshakes, all the Instagrams and all this different, you know, likes and all this stuff on social media, you know. But we know that the true prophets, the true men of the Lord, that they're not going to receive them kind of things, man. You see? We're as a soldier, man. Solitary means solo, man. That's how a true man of the Lord is going to be, man. He's going to be by himself. But people look at that as oh, the Lord ain't with him. The Lord's, you don't know nothing, man. The scriptures say, run not with the multitude to do evil, man. Because the multitude that does evil, the Lord ain't with them, man. And King Solomon, out of 1,000 men, he only found one righteous man out of 1,000, man. So what are you people talking about, man? That the Lord ain't dealing with a certain group of guys, man. Y'all ain't got the truth. Where's y'all's works at, man? Instead, what do y'all do? Y'all try to build up y'all's kingdom. Y'all try to prolong and continue y'all's heritage. Y'all name lands and streets and cities after y'all's own name. Talking about you Edomites. And even you 2/3, y'all fall in that same category, man. You try to be like Esau, man. No? But it says 2 Timothy 3:3, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Right, and they're despisers of those that are good, man. How are they good? Because they have a sincere heart. You know? Not because how they speak or how much they give. It's because they have a sincere spirit heart. And they hate that about that man. You know? It says, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Right. So at the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to, man. Like I said, in my city, I've experienced that spirit. And this guy's bugged out. You know? It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And that's what's happened, man. They denied the power thereof, man. They have a form of godliness. You can see the zeal, you know. You can see that they're on fire and they like talking about the Lord and all that stuff, but they deny the power thereof, man. And in the order of the elders and the order of the brothers in the camps, they deny that power, man. Because they want the power. They want to be above Yahweh Shai. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Right. And not according to knowledge. Why? Because they somewhere in their life they went a whole different direction. They didn't even know it. You know? And it can happen, man. That's a scary thing. Unless you repent and the Lord draw you back, man. You know? It says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Right, so from the beginning, they never submitted themselves or rooted themselves into the righteousness of the Most High. Which, in the long run, as the sower of the seed says, that they're going to be entangled with certain things. They're going to be drawn away from the truth, all right, for the cares of the life or pride and things of that nature. This is Colossians chapter 2. 2 verse 4. And this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words. Right. And that's what we're talking about. Has nothing to do with another man. It could just be your old man. Your old man comes back and is trying to tell you certain things. Like I said, we know the spirit of error and the spirit of truth. And the small or great matter. Alright, we know. For though I be absent in this flesh, yet I am with you in the spirit. Join in beholding your order. Right, join in beholding your order, because we have to have order with even our own selves, man. Our own individual selves. How much more in the body with the brothers that have more than 3 or 4 brothers in it, man. They have to have order. You know? And the steadfastness of your faith in Yahweh Shai Mashiach. As ye have therefore received Yahweh Shai Mashiach, the Lord, so walk ye in him. Rooted and built up in him, established in the faith as you have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Right, so we have to be rooted and built up in him, man, from the beginning. Because like I said in Romans 10:3, is that they have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High, man. That's why they fell out. That's why they didn't continue the race. They wanted to stop running and sit back and just sit on the seat, judging the elders, man. Scoffing at brothers, mocking at brothers. Or just completely doing the work, you know. It's different how the Lord may want it, man. The way the Lord has it set up. But it says, Romans 10:2, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge, man. So the things that y'all are doing is not according to the true knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You're going upon your own heart, man. Trying to buck up to the elders, you know. You're going upon your own heart, man. And like I said, and the scriptures bear witness, the heart is wicked above all things. Who can know it? All right. It says, for they being ignorant of God's righteousness, right? You ignored the Most High's righteousness, man. The right way of the Lord. Like I said, you went a whole different path, man. This is the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You know? And that's what's happening with these guys, man. They wandered out of the way of understanding, and now you remain in the congregation of the dead, man. You're doing the same thing that these 2/3 do, man. That Esau does. When all you had to do, if you felt, like the elders say, if you truly felt something was wrong, you should have just went your own separate way, but continued the truth, and that was it, man. Now you become a judge. You know, now you judge your brethren. You know, it's one thing to do it behind you know, closed doors in secret, to talk to that brother and bring the things that are not right, or whatever that might not be right, to that brother to get it to fix, man. But to go out there and to go to war with the brother on the videos and everything, that's completely going off, man. You know, yeah, you can rebuke and exhort those that are not right, but there's like the brother said, there's an order, man. There's an order of things, man. There's a respect thing, man. Okay, we're not just some ordinary people like these 2/3. They look at us like we're nothing, man. And we're strange, we're weird, because we come out here in great courage, man, great boldness before the face of our enemies. There's an order, man. There's a respect thing when you come into this, man. All right, and that's the thing, man. Is that's here in this place, America. There's no respect, man. Right? There's no respect here, man. But like I said, Salakia. Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, man. Alright? So that's where the Most High is going to keep you. Unless you repent and you get it right, come back, man. You keep doing the work. You just do the work. You still show that respect, man. You show that honor. Because right now, a lot of guys are just showing that spirit of what's on the 2/3, man. You can't bite the hand that feeds. You can't do that, man. I mean, you can. You got a so-called choice, right? You know? Go ahead, man. But this is continue to read 2 Timothy 3:6. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lust, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Right? So you're never able to come to the true knowledge of the truth, man. Because you didn't root or build yourself in the Lord, man. You didn't ground yourself. See? So it says, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. That's why, you know, brothers and elders are saying that, yeah, you know, there's guys out here that are very, they're smart, you know, they're good with words, they're good with explaining things, things of that nature, but they were never able to really come to the truth, you know, meaning that they weren't fully submitted to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, as being a prisoner to Yahweh Shai's sake, man. Being a prisoner to Yahweh Shai. Being a prisoner to this truth and sincerity, man, physically and spiritually. Not just on the weekend when you decide to go out and you put on your garment, and then when you take the garment off, you're just completely doing mass wickedness, man. You know, going back to when I first came out, man, like, because when I was in the world, I used to always go out to the bars and the clubs and things like that. But when I came into the truth, I put all that away, man. I've probably been to the bars and the clubs since being in the truth here in my city probably like 2 times, man. It was less than what's on this hand right here. And now, you know, you got to put away those certain things, man. But, and check this out, look, the Lord was doing a lot of things for me, man. He took a lot of people out of my lives, man. Quick, man. This things happened for me like it was quick, and I'm not saying like it was hurt. It hurt, man. It was hard, but it happened so quick. All these things were happening quick, man. But he was building me up, man. He was building my character up because I may have thought I was strong in that time before coming into the truth, or maybe the time where I was in the truth, the first year, and but the Lord was like, no, there's still a lot of work to be done. I got to completely strip you away, and that's what you guys got to be get used to, man. You got to get used to being alone, meaning that you gotta everything's gonna be taken away from you, man. And that's what's gonna build your character up, because the Lord, you may think you're strong, but really you're not, man. I'm not even saying I'm strong right now, but I know I don't have to depend on friends and family and things like that. You know, I have to do what I gotta do and move on, man. Because a lot of these people out here, they depend on that, man. They need a lot of people that have to know that a lot of people have their back. They have to know that there's a lot of people that are giving them advice, and if they don't get it, what? It's the end of the world for them, man. You know. So that's why we gotta take this thing, man. Not to take this thing lightly, man. And seek the Lord while He may be found, because it's gonna come a day, man, where, you know, the famine of the word is gonna come, meaning that we ain't gonna have the internet. We ain't gonna be able to learn from the elders no more. We ain't gonna see the elders. We ain't gonna see the brothers anymore. This is Matthew 22:5. But they made light of it Well, I'll start at verse 2. Matthew 22:2. The kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son. Who was that? It's talking about the elect, man. Yasha Allah. He is a prince of power. The Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The true Hebrew Israelites, man. The true people of the Lord. All right? And sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding. Right? Who is a servant? Me. Like me, I'm an example. I'm a slave to Yahweh Shai. I'm coming out here to speak to my people. The Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And to bid them to that wedding, man. Because Yahweh Shai is coming back for his bride. Okay? And they would not come, right? Because they didn't want to they didn't want to listen to the prophets. They didn't want to listen to the prophets of old, nor do they want to listen to the prophets that are here back today, man. All right? Again, he sent forth other servants, saying, right? So he didn't just choose the elders. He chose other men scattered through the four corners of the earth, telling them, hey, go out there now. Y'all go out there too. All right? It says, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. Right? So that's what we're telling you, man, that the Lord's return is at hand, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is at hand, man. To you Negro, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, the Most High is coming back to redeem you. He's prepared that table for you, man. That wedding, man. We're gonna eat good, man. We're gonna be in the kingdom. We're gonna reign over our enemies, these heathens, man. We're gonna put them under our foot when the Lord comes, man. Okay? So it says, but they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm and another to his merchandise. Right? So the Lord ain't with you proud people, man. The Lord ain't with you people that don't truly believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because he knows your heart. He knows what you're about. He's with those that are of a low, contrite, broken spirit and that want to be redeemed out of this hell, man. All right? But they made light of it, man. And you can't make light of this, man. These messages, this thing that's going on, just because it ain't no spectacle as far as like lights and something that's going to entice you, all right? Like Esau uses, the television, the different colors and sounds and things like that to draw you in. We ain't gonna do that, man. We're gonna use the words, man. We're gonna use what was done of old time, man. Preaching, all right, educating, teaching, man. All right. It says, but they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise. Right, and for all you know, these guys that are scoffing and mocking, we already know that they're just falling into their lot. That's their merchandise, man. That's their farming. That they get off on that. All right, and that they made light of it, man. They made light of they lost focus and they lost their eyesight on the prize, man. It says, and the remnant took his servants. Right, and the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. Right.